Hello, Karen here, Emerging Soul Tarot with your daily read. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. I'm going to use the Earthcraft Oracle. It's a new deck for me. And then I'll pull some Shamanic cards. I'd mix it up rather than have the Shaman's Oracle. Okay. So let's have a look what we got for today. That reminded me of a program when I was little. What's the recipe for today? Look at this. The shift. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to have a look because I'm not familiar with this one. But shift, I'm thinking, well, we've had the new moon in Scorpio this month. We've had the 11/11 kind of shift, transition energy. And we have the first of the eclipse in Taurus, the end of this week, I believe. I think it might be Friday. But yeah, it's a full moon in Taurus and it's an eclipse. So we have here the shift. Okay, so we're talking about changing seasons here. But yeah, transition, see, it's big on the agenda. Transitioning, we're transitioning in terms of the ages, the great year, you know, to the age of Aquarius. But that transition, that change in energy collectively affects us individually, and it's like people call it a raising the vibration, the frequency, but it's also a deepening of conscious awareness. So, you know, moving from who you were, kind of maturation and ascension, spiritual ascension. So you're moving away from who you are and you're moving towards your centre, the essence of who you were. So away from the persona, the personality, you know, the mask that we can wear in the world, towards your authentic essence, who your true self. But yeah, this shift, you know, it's around when you're feeling that kind of suspended in time, you know, standing at a crossroads. That sense of moving towards something but not quite sure because there's so many paths you could take. So yeah, real shift, so much potential. It's like all of a sudden the veil comes off our eyes, and instead of seeing one path that we trudge along in, there's several. So if you're in that position, know that you're shifting. Okay, yeah, just take the time to reflect, you know, before this eclipse coming, you know, that basically will eclipse your old life, you know, total eclipse of the heart, that song by Bonnie Tyler. I won't sing it to you. So now is that chance to gain additional clarity before you make that decision. So just review your options, check your beliefs, your values, and your goals. And, you know, more than anything, check in with your heart and with your spiritual connection, whether you connect to Source, God, the quantum field, your spirit guides. Check in with your spiritual line. Yeah, so, you know, you may have anxiousness, you may feel vulnerable, but have compassion on yourself and know that as you pass through that transition time, the path becomes clearer and clearer, you know, and sometimes the steps we take don't look like where we feel we're going to. But if you got this intuitive sense and you've looked at your options, then step onto that path, okay? Because you can go, different things lead you to the same point, you know, and really the whole point, we don't need to get strung up about it, is to return to centre, to return to our essence, to source. So yeah, our actions in the world come from there, so that should be our first place to shift to. I think we put a lot on what we do, but if it's coming from the heart, you know, spirit will guide you, really guide you. Okay, so yeah, sacred space. This came up last time I had the cards out. Transformation. Unlimited possibilities, yeah. They're just really reflecting what I was saying. So I think in this Earthcraft, it does, let's have a look, it does offer a ritual, because that sacred space, you know, we can bring the invisible into the visible in a sense by ritual. They're very powerful. So if make some space, some sacred space, okay? Yeah, this is talking about it's a crystal and candle ritual. So, you know, have a ritual, create a ritual if you haven't got one already. And it's just a sense of bringing spirit into form. I mean, an altar is about that. It's you know, a physical altar. People think, oh, it's kind of, especially if you come from a quite dogmatic religious background, can think that it's, you know, it's not right, it's a wrong thing. But actually all the altar is you're manifesting the altar of your heart into the physical. So just have a little space, and the things that, you know, talismans, the things that reflect what's in your heart. It can be pictures, feathers, stones. I have a lot of stones from places that had a lot of meaning to me spiritually and physically, and I collect those, you know, candles, stones. It doesn't matter what's on that altar, so long as it's reflecting pictures of people, reflecting your heart. You're making the altar of your heart physically. So, you know, if you're in that place where you've got loads of different choices, you know, maybe get some items that represent those choices and reflect on them in that space. Meditate, connect with yourself, connect with spirit, light your candles, yeah, because this is where you are. It's almost like, you know, the stage when this transformation, when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, when it breaks out of the cocoon, I mean, it could be the caterpillar going into the cocoon or the butterfly coming out. But the shift, it's a shift in how you are, who you were, and who you're becoming. But the butterfly don't come out the cocoon and fly off all bright and beautiful. It needs to dry out. It needs time to fit in its new body. So, you know, look after yourself, really take care of yourself. If you're going through any shift, any transformation, whether it's an inner or an outer, okay? And as with this card, you know, there's a sense of unlimited possibilities. But again, remember that if you take, I don't think you can ever take the wrong choice or the wrong path, because everything works together. It's what your heart's like. But remember, it's cycles, yeah? but there's unlimited possibilities. And you know, if the unlimited possibilities are coming from a heart that is connected, full of compassion, full of empathy, wanting to serve others, you know, give of themselves for others, you can never make a wrong choice in that sense, because that will be your guiding light, that love, compassion, empathy. So how can you go wrong with that? I think we get too caught up on the details. So yeah, you'll have those unlimited possibilities. So this is a beautiful reflection for today. You know, look at your choices. Look, are you shifting? We're all constantly shifting, but you know, have a look at it. If you're feeling kind of a bit at sea and lost, I mean, look, he is taking care, cleansing, cleaning, meditating, at peace, yeah. And we've got, you know, we've got these autumn leaves and butterflies. It's because you're transitioning. You're still standing in the middle of something dying and something emerging, yeah. It can be a confusing and tiring time, so take care of yourself. Okay, so I'm going to pull us... Oh, I'm going to pull us an elemental card. Yeah, I mean, this applies to all of us. We're all transitioning, we're all shifting, we're all moving, we're all transforming, and we're all in different stages, you know, and we need to be compassionate to other people as well, because, you know, it can be tough. The whole globe, the whole world's transitioning at the moment. It's, you know, it's been obvious over the last... We just don't want to fall in that, you know, that negative energy of that. So take care of your mind, your emotions, your body, your essence. Okay, so we got water, yeah, that's very shifting, transitioning water. Yeah, look, you have a desire to move on and search for something more meaningful. So it's just reiterating, you know, if you're in that desire, go with it, you know, do what you need to do, create sacred space, you know, believe there's transformation and change, and that there's unlimited possibilities. A lot of water there, people. So enjoy it. Enjoy your shifting, even if it's furniture. Okay. Lots of love to you all. Bye bye.